Let's bring in Hannah Schoenbaum. Hannah Schoenbaum is a sophomore at Boston University studying journalism from California. Hannah?
Hi, Mayor Buttigieg.
Hi.
You've said in past interviews that you believe large corporations are the biggest challenge facing America. What specifically is your plan for addressing corporate control? If you believed that you'd like to break up these major corporations, what legislative action would you take to do so?
Great. So there are several problems in our economy's relationship to our democracy right now. The biggest problem that I have with corporate America is the way that concentrations of wealth and corporate power have turned into concentrations of political power. And it's one of the reasons why I think we need to act quickly to establish as a matter of principle that corporations do not equal people and that money does not equal speech. Some have said that within the framework of the Constitution, you can't draw those boundaries, and that led to a decision that I think has been disastrous for our politics, which is the Citizens United decision. I don't believe that the Constitution says that, but if it does, if that's going to be the direction that our federal judiciary takes going forward, then I think it's necessary to formulate a constitutional amendment to clear this up once and for all. And I'm under no illusion that it's possible overnight to get that reform, but I think most Americans actually agree that we need to get money out of politics. Now, as you said, there's also issues with the sheer agglomeration of different business interests into single corporations. But part of how we regulate that is according to whether they're behaving in an anti-competitive fashion. Right? This is the basis of antitrust law. Antitrust law, as we know it, has begun to hit its limits with regulating tech companies. And part of why that's happened is it was always based around the idea that the reason you got to stop monopolies from happening is that when they happen, they start to jack up prices. So that framework made a lot of sense for making sure that railroads or fruit companies could get broken up if they were abusing the system. It's not designed to handle some of these tech companies where there's actually no price at all. The product is made free, or at least it's free on its face. We've learned, in part because of the way our data are used by these companies, that nothing is actually free. And so we're going to need to empower the FTC to be able to intervene, including blocking or reversing mergers in cases where there's anti-competitive behavior by tech companies, even if it can't directly be applied to pricing, because you're not seeing it in the form of changes to prices because the product's free.